Hey everybody, it's Robin and Dave here from MogDog.
Hey guys!
If you're new to Stardew Valley, you've come to the right place. This is the second video in our new player tips and tricks series, where we show you a whole pile of awesome tips to help you get off on the right foot in your Stardew Valley journey.
If you find this video useful, please consider subscribing to our channel and welcome to the MogDog family.
Alright, let's kick things off with tip number 1. A new season means new crops. Each season in Stardew Valley has its own unique crops and some are much better than others. In our first video, we talked about the importance of planting at least some of every available crop in every season. You're going to need all sorts of different items for the community center and various other quests. But aside from that, it's a great idea to focus on crops that keep growing throughout the entire season. These crops may take a little longer to grow, but after the first harvest, they will continue to produce for the rest of the season. In summer, for example, tomatoes, blueberries, and peppers are excellent choices. Planting crops that produce all season long will really cut down on the amount of work you need to do, saving you precious time and energy.
For tip number 2, let's talk about mixed seeds. These are a great way to save money on having to purchase seeds from Pierre, and you will always get an in-season crop when you plant them. But it's important to keep in mind what day of the season it is. Some mixed seeds can take as long as 12 days to mature. So never plant mixed seeds past day 15, or you will run the risk of losing the plant when the season changes.
Coming in at tip number 3, let's talk about fruit tree saplings. Fruit tree saplings are very expensive to obtain in your first year. For the most part, your money is better spent upgrading your tools and purchasing additional seeds for planting. However, you may want to consider buying and planting an apple sapling before the end of spring if you can manage it. Fruit tree saplings take a full 28 days to mature into full-fledged trees, and apple trees produce in the fall. So if you plant one before summer, it will be ready to bear fruit every day during the fall season. Apples are required for several community center bundles. They are liked as gifts by almost every villager, and if you put all of your apples into preserves jars, it will more than pay for the sapling in the first season.
While we are on the subject of fruit, let's talk about the farm cave. Once you have 25,000 or more in sales, Demetrius will come and visit you on the farm. He wants to set up a research area in the small cave near your house. Demetrius is going to present you with a very important decision that cannot be reversed. So choose the best fit for you. You will have the option to set up either a mushroom cave or a bat cave. Mushrooms sell for more but produce less, and they can also be used later in the game to make energy tonics. The bat cave will produce new fruit at an average of 1 per day. These fruits never despawn and are very useful in helping you fill out your community center bundles. Fruit is also universally liked by most villagers and can even be turned into wine or jelly. Choose whatever works best for you. Just remember that the choice is permanent.
Now once you get to foraging level 3, you're gonna be able to craft tappers. Tappers are an amazing source of income, and the tar, syrup, and resin they produce has a variety of uses. Everything from filling out your bundles to crafting various recipes. There are 3 types of basic trees: pine, oak, and maple. Now when you're going about clearing out your farm, make sure to save at least one of each type of tree for tapping, ideally close together.
For tip number 6, we'll cover the importance of grass. Grass plays a crucial role on your farm. If you chop it with a scythe, you will get hay as long as you have already built a silo. This hay is automatically stored in the silo. You don't even need to place it there. If you let your animals out during spring, summer, or fall, they will naturally eat the grass, so you can save your hay for the cold winter months. Grass spreads very quickly, so it's okay to thin out the areas that are really dense. Just be careful not to chop down all the grass, or you will have to visit Pierre and purchase some grass starter to get things going again.
Try to get to fishing level 4 as soon as you can, because once you're here, you're going to be able to craft the recycling machine. I highly recommend making 3 or so of these machines. They're perfect for turning all of that trash you've been catching into valuable items. Soggy newspapers even have a chance to convert to cloth, which is very difficult to obtain in the early game.
While we're on the subject of leveling up, it's very important to note that some levels will require you to make a choice between different professions. These are very important decisions, so take a moment to really think about what works best for you. Level 5 farming is a big one. You need to decide if you will be mostly focusing on raising livestock or will you be growing more crops. Take your time and decide what's best.
Now, as soon as you upgrade your axe to a steel axe, you can gain access to the secret forest. The entrance is in the top northwest corner of Cindersap Forest. Just clear away this log and you will have a whole new area to explore. There are usually a few slimes kicking around, so be on your guard. In the secret forest, you will find rare forageable items as well as 6 hardwood stumps that respawn every single day. There's also a small pond here that is home to some fish you can't find anywhere else.
When it comes to giving gifts to your fellow neighbors, you can only give 2 per week. For gifting purposes, the new week starts on Sunday. Every Sunday morning, the gifting week resets and you can start showering those villagers with their favorite items all over again.
When it comes to the items that you have donated to the museum, it took me a while to figure out that you can move things around. So if you aren't happy with the way you have your donations organized, then head on over to the museum and rearrange things to your liking.
When you are exploring around in the mines, don't forget to dig around with your hoe. You can find all sorts of useful things, including some rare and hard to find artifacts for the museum.
On the lower levels of the mines, you're gonna start running into shadow monsters. These guys are a great source of void essence that you can gift to the wizard. It happens to be one of his favorite items. And if you're really lucky, they may even drop a strange bun. Try putting these in chests located around town and see what happens.
And last but not least, we have tip number 14. When it comes to the community center bundles, try to complete the boiler room as soon as you can. This will require you to dive fairly deep into the mines, so you can get enough gold to craft a bar. But it is well worth the effort. Once you complete the boiler room, you will have access to the minecart system. Yay! This is a really convenient way to move around Stardew Valley in the middle parts of the game. It will save you a lot of time, so try to make it a priority.
Alright, well, we really hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did, don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button. It really helps us out. Alright.
See you later.
Bye for now.